Hi everyone! Today I'm going to share my personal thoughts after reading Influence by Robert Cialdini. Maybe you also want to know why we sometimes easily agree to others' requests. Why are some advertisement and sales techniques so effective? This book reveals the 6 key principles that influence our decision making subconsciously and help us in different circumstances, including management, human resource, or just group work in class. It's a powerful and operation manual for equipping us with 2 abilities. First, communicating and collaborating with other people more effectively. Second, identifying and avoiding manipulation. The 6 principles of influence: reciprocity, consistent commitment, social identity, reference, authority, and scarcity are the core contents of communication, leadership, and negotiation in organizational behavior. In this video, I want to share 3 ones with you guys. The first is reciprocity. It's about a sense of debt. If others give us benefits, we will feel obliged to repay them. For instance, after the free tasting in the supermarket, the purchase rate will increase. We can also find it in doing group work, like if you take the initiative to help your teammates revise a PowerPoint or share a note, it's more likely to get help next time when you encounter difficulties, isn't it? This is where reciprocity is at work. It challenged my past belief about taking care of one's own business and made me understand that giving activity and sincerely is the strongest cornerstone of building trust and cooperation. The second is commitment and consistency. It's about we have a strong desire to keep our past words and deeds consistent. The book mentions a trick. Let people make a small public commitment first, which will make them more likely to agree to a larger and consistent request in the future. After learning this, the next time doing group work, I will ask my teammates a small promise first, like, we all hope to get a high score in this unit, right? After getting the affirmation, I can see, in order to ensure the quality, let's hold a short meeting twice a week to synchronize the progress. How about it? This larger request becomes more acceptable since rejecting it would contradict the earlier promise. The third is liking. It's human nature to agree to the person we like, and reference comes from appearance, attractiveness, similarity, praise, and contact cooperation. In the team, if you find that you and someone have a common hobby, comes from the same hometown, or you sincerely praise the same idea, your future cooperation will definitely be much smoother. I once saw that I should establish clear boundaries in the workplace and discuss more about professional things rather than personal things. Well, this book tells me that in addition to professional ability, building sincere interpersonal relationships is also an important workplace ability. Well, when reading, I also find some points that need critical thinking. Based on the reciprocity, the author introduced a rejection-reaction strategy, which has been mentioned in front of a video. This takes advantage of others' concession to make you a compromise. The experiments in the book also prove that this is indeed very effective. But the problem is that this is essentially a kind of manipulation. The first big request is a bait. Once others find it's not sincere, they will feel being tricked, which will seriously damage the long-term trust. In teams that need continuous cooperation, this short-term effective technique may be a poison. To improve this idea, I think it should be replaced with progressive commitment. Give up the bait and start with a sincere and relevant small request. For example, firstly ask the person to brainstorm together. After he becomes involved, you can encourage him to take the lead. This is based on real contribution and recognition so as to build lasting trust. Another critical point is the similarity in the principle of social identity. It's so that we are better at following the behavior of people who are similar to ourselves. But the problem is that in a diversified team, our reliance on finding similarities will make us only ally with people with similar backgrounds, thus isolating different views and suppressing innovation. This is contrary to the diversified values pursued by organizational behavior. From my perspective, we should take the initiative to build a multi-social identity. Don't just say everyone agrees, but say I noticed that although we have different professional backgrounds, we have drawn similar conclusions from our respective perspectives. By doing this, you have transformed the difference into a new and stronger similarity, which will not only use the power of social identity, but also promotes tolerance and cooperation. Based on these lessons of this book, I have 3 practical suggestions for your guests. First, invest sincere reciprocity. In group work, strive to be the first person to share valuable resources and do not expect an immediate return. By doing so, you naturally create a cooperating atmosphere. Over time, this habit not only helps you gain support from your peers in academic projects, but also cultivates leadership skills that emphasize generosity and trust. In future workplace, such reciprocity can strengthen professional networks and build long-term partnerships, which are essential for effective leadership and management. Second, gather small public commitment. If the team is inefficient, try to get everyone to reach a small and open consensus, such as, we all agree that we'll put away our mobile phones 5 minutes before the next meeting. This kind of small promise becomes the starting point for greater behavior change in the future. For students of OB, this practice develops the ability to motivate others and to lead by shaping group norms. Third, build references based on respect. When networking, don't just look for your hometown. Instead, discover and sincerely appreciate the unique professional ability of your teammates. For example, when your teammate cleverly resolves a team conflict, you can say, the way you just ask questions to get them to focus on common goals is a textbook case of conflict management. Could you please share your approach with me? This kind of recognition creates professional respect and stronger collaboration. In the long run, respect-based references allow you to manage diverse teams more effectively. In summary, the principles in influence are a tool, and like any powerful tool, they should be used to build trust and connection, not to manipulate or control. That's all of my sharing. Don't forget to read the book. You will definitely have your own wonderful discoveries. Thanks for your listening.